So guys, hii story ya Raila Odinga, watu wameanza kukashifu serikali ya William Samoei Arap Ruto. Watu wameanza kukashifu William Samoei Arap Ruto and Ida Odinga kuendelea kuficha story ya magonjwa ya huyu jamaa. Unaona guys, even close allies wa Raila Odinga wameanza kuwa na wasiwasi. Wale wa William Ruto wameanza kuwa na wasiwasi. And that's why Raila Odinga, that's why Ida Odinga anapokea big blow from politicians. Now I want you to listen, but ensure me like, na anasema thanks for your great support. Nyinyi ni watu wa nguvu.
You have been also one person who has been backed in the system within ODM previously. Now you're in KANU. You want to tell us also why you exited from ODM to KANU, why KANU is your choice also of a party to be running and the Nairobi gubernatorial seat. But talking of the health of the ODM party leader, you've seen also just from a story we just ran, that Ida also is coming to just make sure that we get the clarity and pacify the public who are wondering where is Raila Odinga. I wonder, you are also a close confidant of Raila Odinga. Have you made any calls? Yeah. Have you talked to him lately?
So
is he in mint condition?
So I want to start by acknowledging that, you know, Mama Ida Odinga is my mother, my political mother.
Yes.
So when she speaks, I get a bit concerned. I wanted to tell Mama Ida of the comments of Dr. Maya. Dr. Maya said that integrity, first of all, is telling yourself the truth. Dr. Maya also said that honesty is telling the truth to other people. Dr. Maya then said, truth without love is brutality. And he said, without love, truth is a hypocrisy. And he said, an unbelieved truth can hurt a man much more than a lie. So my message to Mama Ida and the people who love Raila is that when people have an unbelieved truth, it is worse than a lie. I want to repeat myself. When you have an unbelieved truth, it is worse than a lie. The way in which the matter of Mheshimiwa Raila is being handled is not professional, it's not just to the people of Kenya, and it's not just to Honorable Raila Odinga. You know, health issues have met great men in this country before. I remember this was the argument with the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta when people surrounded him when he was unwell in Mombasa, and it took a very long time for his inner circle to actually tell retired President Moi, late President Moi, that Kenyatta had died. It was a major issue of secrecy. This issue also happened with the late Wamalwa Kijana when he was taken ill and taken to London. And these issues of health, in Kenya, we don't have a good history of being honest. What I know from my brother Raila, and I haven't rung him, but I want to ring him, is that he has, over the years, been subjected to atrocious prison conditions. He had been detained for over 8 years. He has problems with his eyes, and he continues sometimes to need, to cushion his eye from a tear that comes from that era of detention. Honorable Raila Odinga suffers from diabetes, and he has managed it well with a good health regime and with good gym and so forth. And so he's been quite healthy, but I do know at some point his back used to bother him quite a lot. And he had done a lot to handle the back, and he had been even to 1 or 2 hospitals in Dubai. And the reason Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga went to Dubai is because German hospitals have moved their care in the best facilities in Dubai. So you don't actually fly to Germany to get the top European care. And so he has been going there from time to time on his back. Now, my worry is that with Mzee's problems in terms of, the diabetes and the age which he now has, I worry if this has now become a serious problem because, diabetes is not good for any person at any age. And I think that when I heard Karuri Omondi, the MP, the other day saying that we should pray for Raila, it worried me because I worked with Karuri Omondi at the office of the Prime Minister. and he was the chief of staff. And then there was Mohammed Isahakia, who was the PS, and Tonny Gachagua as director of protocol. So if Karuri is saying, let's pray for Mzee, I'm concerned. So my message to Mama Ida and others is, in the words of Dr. Maya, even if it is true, you know, that Mzee is okay, an unbelieved truth can be worse than a lie. I would urge transparency. I would urge that there be doctors. In the case of the late President Mwai Kibaki, Dan Gekonyo and his hospital team would come out and many times say, President Kibaki has been admitted at Nairobi Hospital, and this was his problem. And Kenyans took it. Mwai Kibaki was in Nairobi Hospital for more than 1 year, and the government was being run by his people. At that time, Matere Kireri, Christopher Morongaro, and others. But Kenyans knew the state of their president, Mwai Kibaki. And even during the election, His Excellency Raila Odinga told the country that the captain has been injured, but I'm taking over. There was nothing about the Kibaki injury that was hidden. So to all those people who love Raila and those that love him, including me, my advice is, let's be transparent about any issue that could be facing him, because we all want to pull together to pray for Raila. We would all want to pray, pull together to wish him well. But it's very difficult when it looks like it's a competition. Who's right and who is wrong.
Who's wrong.
Anybody can be
even within the communications department of ODM.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, they posted a picture the other day of Mzee in a hospital where people were zooming in and seeing Arabic writing and King's Hospital. And it was not consistent. Normally, the spokesman of the Raila Odinga family is Dr. Oburu Odinga. And normally, when Mzee, for example, got COVID, Oburu Odinga said, I went to see my brother in Nairobi Hospital. He got COVID. And after this will happen, and he'll be released. And nobody raised an issue. When Mzee went to Dubai for care, Dr. Oburu Odinga again released a statement. But when it reaches a point now where Mama Ida Odinga, who's my political mother and a very good friend of mine, has to be put to have to come to clarify, it means that the matter is now getting untidy. And I think it's not about Raila Odinga. It's not about ODM. It's about the Kenyan nation, because Baba holds a place in this country where, regardless of politics, people would want to know his state of health. And I tell you why. Because, you see, the matters facing this country largely lie on ODM and what ODM is going to do. There was a postponement of ODM at 20, which was meant to be in Mombasa.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, Mzee is now not there. So, Kenyans are beginning to ask the question, is there something not happening here? I remember in the regime of Mwai Kibaki, when the agro-leasing scandal broke, there was a very big question about the people surrounding Mwai Kibaki.